The Book of Yirmeyahu, also called the Book of Jeremiah. Chapter 1. The words of Yirmeyahu the son of Chilkiyahu, of the priests that were in Anathoth in the land of Benyamin, to whom the word of Yahuwah came in the days of Yoshiyahu, the son of Ammon king of Yahudah, in the 13th year of his reign. It came also in the days of Yahuyakim the son of Yoshiyahu king of Yahudah, unto the end of the 11th year of Tzidkiyahu, the son of Yoshiyahu king of Yahudah, unto the carrying away of Yerushalayim captive in the 5th month. Then the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Before I formed you in the belly, I knew you, and before you came forth out of the womb, I sanctified you, and I ordained you a prophet unto the nations. Then said I, Adonai Yahuwah, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. But Yahuwah said unto me, Say not, I am a child, for you shall go to all that I shall send you, and whatsoever I command you, you shall speak. Be not afraid of their faces, for I am with you to deliver you, says Yahuwah. Then Yahuwah put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And Yahuwah said unto me, Behold, I have put my words in your mouth. I have this day set you over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out, and to pull down, and to destroy, and to throw down, to build, and to plant. Moreover, the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Yirmeyahu, what do you see? And I said, I see a rod of an almond tree. Then said Yahuwah unto me, You have well seen, for I will hasten my word to perform it. And the word of Yahuwah came unto me the second time, saying, What do you see? And I said, I see a seething pot, and the face thereof is toward the north. Then Yahuwah said unto me, Out of the north an evil shall break forth upon all the inhabitants of the land. For, lo, I will call all the families of the kingdoms of the north, says Yahuwah, and they shall come, and they shall set every one his throne at the entering of the gates of Yerushalayim, and against all the walls thereof round about, and against all the cities of Yahudah. And I will utter my judgments against them, touching all their wickedness, who have forsaken me, and have burned incense unto other Elohim, and worshipped the works of their own hands. You therefore gird up your loins and arise, and speak unto them in all that I command you. Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound you before them. For behold, I have made you this day a defenced city, and an iron pillar and brazen walls against the whole land, against the kings of Yahudah, against the princes thereof, against the priests thereof, and against the people of the land. And they shall fight against you, but they shall not prevail against you. For I am with you, says Yahuwah, to deliver you. Chapter 2. Moreover, the word of Yahuwah came to me, saying, Go and cry in the ears of Yerushalayim, saying, Thus says Yahuwah, I remember you, the kindness of your youth, the love of your espousals, when you went after me in the wilderness, in a land that was not sown. Yashar'el was holiness unto Yahuwah, and the first fruits of his increase. All that devour him shall offend. Evil shall come upon them, says Yahuwah. Hear ye the word of Yahuwah, O house of Yaakov, and all the families of the house of Yashar'el. Thus says Yahuwah, What iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they are gone far from me, and have walked after vanity, and are become vain? Neither said they, Where is Yahuwah that brought us up out of the land of Mitzrayim, that led us through the wilderness, through a land of deserts and of pits, through a land of drought, and of the shadow of death, through a land that no man passed through, and where no man dwelt? And I brought you into a plentiful country, to eat the fruit thereof and the goodness thereof. But when ye entered, ye defiled my land, and made my heritage an abomination. The priests said not, Where is Yahuwah? And they that handle the Torah knew me not. The pastors also transgressed against me, and the prophets prophesied by Baal, and walked after things that do not profit. Wherefore will I yet plead with you, says Yahuwah, and with your children's children will I plead. For pass over the isles of Kittim, and see, and send unto Kedar, and consider diligently, and see if there be such a thing. Has a nation changed their Elohim, which are yet no Elohim? But my people have changed their glory for that which does not profit. Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, says Yahuwah. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. Is Yasharel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? The young lions roared upon him and yelled, and they made his land waste. His cities are burned without inhabitant. Also the children of Noph and Tachpanek have broken the crown of your head. Have you not procured this unto yourself, in that you have forsaken Yahuwah Eloheka, when he led you by the way? And now what have you to do in the way of Mitzrayim, to drink the waters of Shechor? Or what have you to do in the way of Asher, to drink the waters of the river? Your own wickedness shall correct you, and your backslidings shall reprove you. Know therefore and see that it is an evil thing and bitter, that you have forsaken Yahuwah Eloheka, and that my fear is not in you, says Adonai Yahuwah Tsevaoth. For of old time I have broken your yoke and burst your bands, and you said, I will not transgress, when upon every high hill and under every green tree you wander, playing the harlot. Yet I had planted you a noble vine, wholly a right seed. How then are you turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? For though you wash with niter, and take you much soap, yet your iniquity is marked before me, says Adonai Yahuwah. How can you say, I am not polluted, I have not gone after Baalim? See your way in the valley. Know what you have done. You are a swift dromedary traversing her ways, a wild ass used to the wilderness, that snuffs up the wind at her pleasure. In her occasion, who can turn her away? All they that seek her will not weary themselves. In her month they shall find her. Withhold your foot from being unshod, and your throat from thirst. But you said, there is no hope. No, for I have loved strangers, and after them will I go. As the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Yasharel ashamed. They, their kings, their princes, and their priests, and their prophets, saying to a stock, You are my father, and to a stone, You have brought me forth, for they have turned their back unto me, and not their face. But in the time of their trouble they will say, Arise and save us. But where are your Elohim that you have made? Let them arise if they can save you in the time of your trouble. For according to the number of your cities are your Elohim, O Yehuda. Wherefore will ye plead with me? Ye all have transgressed against me, says Yahuwah. In vain have I smitten your children. They received no correction. Your own sword has devoured your prophets like a destroying lion. O generation, see ye the word of Yahuwah. Have I been a wilderness unto Yasharel, a land of darkness? Wherefore say my people, We are lords, we will come no more unto you. Can a maid forget her ornaments, or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number. Why trim you your way to seek love? Therefore have you also taught the wicked ones your ways. Also in your skirts is found the blood of the souls of the poor innocents. I have not found it by secret search, but upon all these. Yet you say, Because I am innocent, surely his anger shall turn from me. Behold, I will plead with you because you say, I have not sinned. Why go you about so much to change your way? You also shall be ashamed of Mitzrayim, as you were ashamed of Ashur. Yea, you shall go forth from him, and your hands upon your head, for Yahuwah has rejected your confidences, and you shall not prosper in them. Chapter 3. They say, if a man puts away this woman, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But you have played the harlot with many lovers. Ye return again to me, says Yahuwah. Lift up your eyes unto the high places, and see where you have not been lean with. In the ways have you sat for them, as the Aravi in the wilderness, and you have polluted the land with your whoredoms and with your wickedness. Therefore the showers have been withheld, and there has been no latter rain, and you had a whore's forehead, you refused to be ashamed. Will you not from this time cry unto me, my Father? You are the guide of my youth. Will he reserve his anger forever? Will he keep it to the end? Behold, you have spoken and done evil things as you could. Yahuwah said also unto me in the days of Yoshiyahu the king, Have you seen that which backsliding Yasharel has done? She is gone up upon every high mountain, and under every green tree, and there has played the harlot. And I said after she had done all these things, Turn you unto me. But she returned not. And her treacherous sister Yehuda saw it. And I saw, when for all the causes whereby backsliding Yasharel broke wedlock, I had put her away and given her a Cepher of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Yehuda feared not, but went and played the harlot also. And it came to pass through the lightness of her whoredom, that she defiled the land and broke wedlock with stones and with stocks. And yet for all this her treacherous sister Yehuda has not turned unto me with her whole heart, but feignedly, says Yahuwah. And Yahuwah said unto me, The backsliding Yasharel has justified herself more than treacherous Yehuda. Go and proclaim these words toward the north, and say, Return, you backsliding Yasharel, says Yahuwah, and I will not cause my anger to fall upon you, for I am merciful, says Yahuwah, and I will not keep anger forever. Only acknowledge your iniquity, that you have transgressed against Yahuwah Elohika, and have scattered your ways to the strangers under every green tree, and ye have not obeyed my voice, says Yahuwah. Turn, O backsliding children, says Yahuwah, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city, and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion, and I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And it shall come to pass, when ye be multiplied and increased in the land in those days, says Yahuwah, they shall say no more, The ark of the covenant of Yahuwah, neither shall it come to mind, neither shall they remember it, neither shall they visit it, neither shall that be done any more. At that time they shall call Yerushalayim the throne of Yahuwah. All the nations shall be gathered unto it, to the name of Yahuwah, to Yerushalayim. Neither shall they walk any more after the imagination of their evil heart. In those days the house of Yehuda shall walk with the house of Yasharel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers. But I said, How shall I put you among the children, and give you a pleasant land, a goodly heritage of the hosts of nations? And I said, You shall call me my father, and shall not turn away from me. Surely, as a woman treacherously departs from her man, so have ye dealt treacherously with me, O house of Yasharel, says Yahuwah. A voice was heard upon the high places, weeping and supplications of the children of Yasharel, for they have perverted their way, and they have forgotten Yahuwah Elohim. Return, ye backsliding children, and I will heal your backslidings. Behold, we come unto you, for you are Yahuwah Eloheinu. Truly in vain is Yeshua hoped for from the hills, and from the multitude of mountains. Truly in Yahuwah Eloheinu is the Yeshua of Yasharel. For shame has devoured the labor of our fathers from our youth, their flocks and their herds, their sons and their daughters. We lie down in our shame, and our confusion covers us. For we have sinned against Yahuwah Eloheinu, we and our fathers from our youth even unto this day, and have not obeyed the voice of Yahuwah Eloheinu. Chapter 4. If you will return, O Yasharel, says Yahuwah, return unto me, and if you will put away your abominations out of my sight, then shall you not remove. And you shall swear 7 oaths. Yahuwah lives in truth and judgment, and in righteousness, and the nations shall bless themselves in him, and in him shall they glory. For thus says Yahuwah to the men of Yehuda and Yerushalayim, Break up your fallow ground, and sow not among thorns. Circumcise yourselves to Yahuwah, and take away the foreskins of your heart, ye men of Yehuda and inhabitants of Yerushalayim, lest my fury come forth like fire, and burn that none can quench it, because of the evil of your doings. Declare ye in Yehuda, and publish in Yerushalayim, and say, Blow ye the shofar in the land. Cry, gather together, and say, Assemble yourselves, and let us go into the defense cities. Set up the standard toward Sion. Retire, stay not, for I will bring evil from the north and a great destruction. The lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the other nations is on his way. He is gone forth from his place to make your land desolate, and your cities shall be laid waste without an inhabitant. For this gird you with sackcloth, lament and howl, for the fierce anger of Yahuwah is not turned back from us. And it shall come to pass at that day, says Yahuwah, that the heart of the king shall perish, and the heart of the princes, and the priests shall be astonished, and the prophets shall wonder. Then said I, Ah, Adonai Yahuwah, surely you have greatly deceived this people and Yerushalayim, saying, Ye shall have peace, whereas the sword reaches unto the soul. At that time shall it be said to this people and to Yerushalayim, a dry wind of the high places in the wilderness toward the daughter of my people, not to fan, nor to cleanse, even a full wind from those places shall come unto me. Now also will I give sentence against them. Behold, he shall come up as clouds, and his chariots shall be as a whirlwind. His horses are swifter than eagles. Woe unto us, for we are spoiled. O Yerushalayim, wash your heart from wickedness, that you may be saved. How long shall your vain thoughts lodge within you? For a voice declares from Dan, and publishes affliction from Mount Ephraim. Make ye mention to the nations. Behold, publish against Yerushalayim, that Nazarим come from a far country, and give out their voice against the cities of Yehuda. As keepers of a field, are they against her round about? Because she has been rebellious against me, says Yahuwah. Your way and your doings have procured these things unto you. This is your wickedness, because it is bitter, because it reaches unto your heart. My bowels, I am pained at my very heart. My heart makes a noise in me. I cannot hold my peace, because you have heard, O my soul, the sound of the shofar, the alarm of war. Destruction upon destruction is cried, for the whole land is spoiled. Suddenly are my tents spoiled, and my curtains in a moment. How long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the shofar? For my people are foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have no understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. I beheld the earth, and lo, it was without form and void, and the heavens, and they had no light. I beheld the mountains, and lo, they trembled, and all the hills moved lightly. I beheld, and lo, there was no man, and all the birds of the heavens were fled. I beheld, and lo, the fruitful place was a wilderness, and all the cities thereof were broken down at the presence of Yahuwah, and by his fierce anger. For thus has Yahuwah said, The whole land shall be desolate, yet will I not make a full end. For this shall the earth mourn, and the heavens above be black. Because I have spoken it, I have purposed it, and will not repent, neither will I turn back from it. The whole city shall flee for the noise of the horsemen and bowmen. They shall go into thickets and climb up upon the rocks. Every city shall be forsaken, and not a man dwell therein. And when you are spoiled, what will you do? Though you clothe yourself with crimson, though you deck yourself with ornaments of gold, though you rent your face with painting, in vain shall you make yourself fair. Your lovers will despise you, they will seek your life. For I have heard a voice as of a woman in travail, and the anguish as of her that brings forth her first child, the voice of the daughter of Sion, that bewails herself, that spreads her hands, saying, Woe is me now, for my soul is wearied because of murderers. Chapter 5. Run ye to and fro through the streets of Yerushalayim, and see now and know, and seek in the broad places thereof, if ye can find a man, if there be any that executes judgment, that seeks the truth, and I will pardon it. And though they say Yahuwah lives, surely they swear 7 oaths falsely. O Yahuwah, are not your eyes upon the truth? You have stricken them, but they have not grieved. You have consumed them, but they have refused to receive correction. They have made their faces harder than a rock. They have refused to return. Therefore I said, Surely these are poor, they are foolish, for they know not the way of Yahuwah, nor the judgment of their Elohim. I will get me unto the great men, and will speak unto them, for they have known the way of Yahuwah, and the judgment of their Elohim. But these have altogether broken the yoke, and burst the bonds. Wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evenings shall spoil them. A leopard shall watch over their cities. Every one that goes out thence shall be torn in pieces. because their transgressions are many, and their backslidings are increased. How shall I pardon you for this? Your children have forsaken me and sworn 7 oaths by them that are no Elohim. When I had fed them to the full, they then broke wedlock and assembled themselves by troops in the harlots' houses. They were as fed horses in the morning, everyone neighed after his neighbor's woman. Shall I not visit for these things, says Yahuwah, and shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? Go ye up upon her walls and destroy, but make not a full end, take away her battlements, for they are not Yahuwah's. For the house of Yashar'el and the house of Yehudah have dealt very treacherously against me, says Yahuwah. They have belied Yahuwah and said, It is not he, neither shall evil come upon us, neither shall we see sword nor famine. And the prophets shall become wind, and the word is not in them, thus shall it be done unto them. Wherefore thus says Yahuwah Elohai Tsevaoth, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in your mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. Lo, I will bring a nation upon you from far, O house of Yashar'el, says Yahuwah. It is a mighty nation, it is an ancient nation, a nation whose language you know not, neither understand what they say. Their quiver is as an open sepulchre. They are all mighty men, and they shall eat up your harvest, and your bread, which your sons and your daughters should eat. They shall eat up your flocks and your herds. They shall eat up your vines and your fig trees. They shall impoverish your fenced cities, wherein you trusted with the sword. Nevertheless in those days, says Yahuwah, I will not make a full end with you. And it shall come to pass, when ye shall say, Wherefore does Yahuwah Eloheinu all these things unto us? Then shall you answer them, Like as ye have forsaken me and served strange Elohai in your land, so shall ye serve strangers in a land that is not yours. Declare this in the house of Yaakov, and publish it in Yehudah, saying, Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes, and see not, which have ears, and hear not. Fear ye not me. Says Yahuwah, will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree that it cannot pass it? And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it. But these people have a revolting and a rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone. Neither say they in their heart, Let us now fear Yahuwah Eloheinu, that gives rain, both the former and the latter, in his season. He reserves unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest. Your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have withheld good things from you. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait, as he that sets snares. They set a trap, they catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxen rich. They are waxen fat, they shine. Ye, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless. Yet they prosper. And the right of the needy do they not judge. Shall I not visit for these things? Says Yahuwah. Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? A wonderful and horrible thing is committed in the land. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means. And my people love to have it so. And what will ye do in the end thereof? Chapter 6. O ye children of Benyamin, gather yourselves to flee out of the midst of Yerushalayim, and blow the shofar in Tekoa, and set up a sign of fire in Beit HaKarem, for evil appears out of the north, and great destruction. I have likened the daughter of Sion to a comely and delicate woman. The shepherds with their flocks shall come unto her. They shall pitch their tents against her round about. They shall feed everyone in his place. Prepare ye war against her. Arise and let us go up at noon. Woe unto us! For the day goes away, for the shadows of the evening are stretched out. Arise and let us go by night, and let us destroy her palaces. For thus has Yahuwah Tsevaoth said, Hew ye down trees and cast a mount against Yerushalayim. This is the city to be visited. She is holy oppression in the midst of her. As a fountain casts out her waters, so she casts out her wickedness. Violence and spoil is heard in her. Before me continually is grief and wounds. Be instructed, O Yerushalayim, lest my soul depart from you, lest I make you desolate, a land not inhabited. Thus says Yahuwah Tsevaoth, they shall truly glean the remnant of Yasharel as a vine, turn back your hand as a gatherer into the baskets. To whom shall I speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, their ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of Yahuwah is unto them a reproach, they have no delight in it. Therefore I am full of the fury of Yahuwah, I am weary with holding in. I will pour it out upon the children abroad, and upon the assembly of young men together. For even the man with the woman shall be taken, the aged with him that is full of days. And their houses shall be turned unto others, with their fields and women together. For I will stretch out my hand upon the inhabitants of the land, says Yahuwah. For from the least of them, even unto the greatest of them, everyone is given to covetousness. And from the prophet even unto the priest, everyone deals falsely. They have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, Peace, peace, when there is no peace. Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall at the time that I visit them. They shall be cast down, says Yahuwah. Thus says Yahuwah, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the ancient paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. Also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the shofar. But they said, we will not hearken. Therefore hear, ye nations, and know, O assembly, what is among them. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my Torah, but rejected it. To what purpose comes there to me incense from Shiva, and the sweet cane from a far country? Your ascending smoke offerings are not acceptable, nor your sacrifices sweet unto me. Therefore thus says Yahuwah, behold, I will lay stumbling blocks before this people, and the fathers and the sons together shall fall upon them. The neighbor and his friend shall perish. Thus says Yahuwah, behold, a people come from the north country, and a great nation shall be raised from the sides of the earth. They shall lay hold on bow and spear. They are cruel and have no mercy. Their voice roars like the sea, and they ride upon horses, set in array as men for war against you, O daughter of Zion. We have heard the fame thereof. Our hands wax feeble. Anguish has taken hold of us in pain, as of a woman in travail. Go not forth into the field, nor walk by the way. For the sword of the enemy and fear is on every side. O daughter of my people, gird you with sackcloth and wallow yourself in ashes. Make you mourning as for a Yachid, most bitter lamentation. For the spoiler shall suddenly come upon us. I have set you for a tower and a fortress among my people, that you may know and try their way. They are all grievous revolters, walking with slanders. They are brass and iron. They are all corrupters. The bellows are burned. The lead is consumed of the fire. The founder melts in vain. For the wicked are not plucked away. Reprobate silver shall men call them, because Yahuwah has rejected them.